Hey, I'm here with a new friend, actually. I met him at the Rocky Mountain Festival this last year. Tim Lerch is here with us, and Tim has agreed to be at the Central Coast Jazz Guitar Fest. How are you, Tim?
I'm doing great, Rich. Thanks for having me. It's nice to see you, and I look forward to coming down and spending some more time with you and all the rest of the guys.
Yeah, now you're in Seattle, right?
Just a little south of Seattle, but generally Seattle, yeah.
Oh, good. So I really hope you leave the rain at home.
Oh my gosh, we're getting our dose of it, yeah. And around that time of the year, it's actually starting to clear up. So maybe I'll do my best not to bring it down there with me.
You know, have you ever been to Cambria?
I've been by there, but I can't say I'd ever been to the specific place. No, looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
it's totally beautiful, and in the time we've got this March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, it's going to be just gorgeous.
The primo time, right?
It is. It is. It's a primo time. A lot of people don't realize that winter on the Central Coast is one of the best times.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from California originally, and so I know I roamed around, in that area, throughout my youth and early adulthood, but can't say that I've ever been to Cambria specifically.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're on YouTube, you probably have seen this guy. You've got a heck of a following, and he's does such a great job with his teaching on YouTube. So you're
Thank
going to
you.
come to our festival, and what are you going to do? What are you going to show
Okay.
some of the guys?
Well, I have a couple of things that I like to try and present because I think maybe it might be something a little unusual, but very valuable for, you know, the jazz guitar player, the budding jazz guitar player, the sort of living room jazz guitar player, the gentleman jazz guitar player. I was thinking about maybe how to accompany yourself while you're singing jazz and blues tunes, or perhaps accompany a singer in general in a kind of duet. Because these days, especially, I notice I'm getting called for a lot of singles and a lot of duets because the rooms are smaller, the budgets are smaller, and that's something that I've worked on that I love doing. I have, gotten to have some expertise at it, and I think that it's something that folks could benefit from. So I'm thinking about doing that, doing a workshop about how to do that. And of course, I sing and play, so I can use myself as a would-be singer, and then accompany myself in that fashion, and just look at strategies, what to avoid, how to make the singer happy, and how to get paid, and how to.
I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms around you. Don't be a naughty baby. Come to Papa do. My sweet embraceable you.
So
Yeah, like
I think that would be good. It's basically a solo guitar gig almost all night long, except when the singer's singing. So it definitely, you have to look at what to do after the 90 seconds of the song goes by that the singer is doing, whether it's you or somebody else, and then what? Right? I always say, the singer calls it and they want to do like this, and then it's like, and they go, okay, there's 35 seconds later, they say, take it, Tim. And then you say, what?
yeah,
So anyway, I think that's a good thing there's plenty of other subjects that are going to be covered beautifully, I'm sure, by the other guys. But I thought maybe that might be something that I'm maybe uniquely qualified to talk about. And would love
I
to.
think that's a wonderful choice. A wonderful
By
choice.
the way, Pat Kelly also plays and sings. He's an excellent singer, and so maybe he and I can trade notes a little bit about how we go about it and stuff. I know a lot of the Cats company singers, so it's
Yeah.
anyway. That's my idea.
Well, I think that's a good. By the way, Wes, my son, is on this call. Tim, there he is.
Hey Tim, good to see you, man.
Nice to meet you, Wes.
I've been seeing your YouTube videos and loving them. So
Oh,
yeah,
thank
keep
you,
up the
man.
good work there.
Yeah. Tim, Wes, why don't you explain to them about the coupon code?
Yeah, so if you guys want to come hear Tim and watch him play and hear, if you're interested in learning, what he was just talking about, you got to come. You got to get to the festival, and we're giving you a discount by if you go to jazzguitarfest.com to buy a ticket, just put in the coupon code Lerch, and you'll get a discount. If you're a fan of Tim, like so many people are out there, then and you're coming, mainly to see him. And I mean, obviously, you're coming to see all the rest of the guys. But if you're a big fan of Tim, put in his last name, Lerch, in the coupon code, and you'll get a discount. And we'll be able to keep track of who's coming to see who, and we want you to get in the door with a little discount. So you can
Yeah.
do that at jazzguitarfest.com.
Yeah, I checked that out today. Thank you. By the way, it's Lerch. Usually people want to put an A in there, and I suppose if they did misspell it, you guys had sorted out.
Yeah.
But I went in there, and it looks like to me when you pick a day or a package, on the pay page there's that little coupon box.
Right.
That's what I noticed. So just in case you were looking for it, you kind of have to, get into the pay page to get that coupon box. And I'd be happy to encourage everybody, my followers and my friends and my students who are far flung and everywhere around, to come and join us for the weekend. Maybe, you're already sick of me, but there'll be a whole bunch of really other groovy guys there too. And so, but get in there, because it's the most important thing, I think, is the environment and the hang and the camaraderie that you develop and the new friends you're going to meet who are players like yourself. I think that's the powerful thing, not necessarily, which performer you like the most or whatever. That you're going to get it all, so you might as well. But if you find out about it from me, then you can go ahead and use my name in that little box.
Yeah. 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 The hang is really the fun part about it all. I mean, the classes are wonderful, and you're going to get, everybody's going to get something from them, every one of them. Even if you take just one little simple idea away from an hour-long class, it's probably well worth the price. One simple idea can change your whole playing.
Yeah, you're lying. Hey, Rich, I have a question real quick. Are any of the classes and the performances, that's all included in whatever package they decide to purchase, right? So a
Yes.
1-day pass or a 3-day pass or whatever. Once you get in, you're in for
You're
everything,
in,
right?
you're in, yeah. For the
Okay, that's great.
hang,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, unlike some other events where you have to pay extra for the concert or for if you take this class or do that. And I've also mentioned to the teachers, it's up to them if they'll have a table there at the with the exhibitors, and you'll be able to talk to Tim and all the other guys. If Tim is agreeable and you got the time, you might take a little private lesson with somebody.
Yeah, I'd be
There's
happy
always
to do
that option too. But the hang is what I'm looking for, and a lot of the bad jokes are good,
Yeah, of course. And now we're all telling dad jokes because we're all dads,
Yeah,
My
and
favorite. I'm a
for the
punch.
price of it too, you really can't beat the price, because you get 3 full nights of concerts, and then there's going to be like 20 classes for you to check out throughout the weekend. So you're definitely, if you're looking for new inspiration or anything like that, God, this is the place to do it. For have a great weekend by the coast, get loaded up on new information from all these great jazz guys, and then watch them just shred at the end of the night. I mean, it's you couldn't ask for more if you love jazz guitar.
The one thing about the performances in the evening, it really is interesting because very often, as an audience member, you'll be sitting next to, some of the performers because everybody comes to see everybody else. And it's also not scripted at all. There's just no way to have anything other than just spontaneous, playing because, we're all buddies, but we don't usually play together. So we're looking forward to getting a chance to do that. And it happens to be there's going to be an audience there, but it's it's a really special type of event when these things happen. And it's just I was walking about a foot off the ground after one of those performances. So it's really nice.
Yeah, that's so true. Although we're toiling around with the idea of the last night having a tribute to Wes.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Not Wes Montgomery, but my Wes.
Just your son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, well, it's good that it's on the last night because then we'll get a chance to, get to know him a little bit before we give him a tribute.
Right.
Yeah.
And another cool thing is that obviously all the teachers are just they're so cool and they're so laid back. Like yourself, everyone's willing to chat with all the guests and stuff. There's not going to be people walking around or heading straight back to the green room for the rest of the day. These guys are hanging out with you all weekend long, so you'll get a chance to talk about more than guitar with them if that's what you guys get into, which I'm sure you will. Talking about your lives and your other hobbies, and because believe it or not, these guys do have other hobbies.
What?
Yeah.
What's a
Yeah.
hobby?
Like brushing our teeth. And that's
right.
about it.
Yeah, and I will bring a pile of my books and some CDs, so I'll have some stuff there, and I'd be happy to sign books and all that. And the other possibility is that I have this new book called Melodic Chord Phrases, which is gathering a lot of interest, and I'm getting a lot of questions about it. So I might, I certainly would be happy to talk with anybody about what's going on with that and help to get them going or started or answer questions or whatever. But anyway, yeah, available and accessibility is a high priority.
Yeah. I think that's so cool. By the way, there is no green room.
Oh, yes.
The green room is your bedroom,
Yes.
which will all be there. Yeah, well, gosh, Tim, I think that's about it. Yes, Wes, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, just like you said, remember that coupon code when you guys go to the checkout, and like Tim said, you gotta kind of the area to put the code in is kind of in the same area where you enter your payment method. So you gotta click in there and go to buy a ticket, and you'll see it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Big box that says coupon code, and you're good to go.
Even a blues player can do it. Oh, wait a minute, did I say that? Oh,
You didn't say that.
I just limited the audience. Oh, no. Yeah, so thank you, Tim. By the way, I don't get it. I thought you were a Telecaster man, and now you got this.
Well, this is the Telecaster of Gibson guitars. No, I do play tellies, and I do often hear, though, from folks that the telly seems a little bit like out of the jazz realm, and I always have to explain, blah, blah, blah. But I love playing archtops. I play in a band called Pearl Django, which is a kind of a string swing hot club kind of band. And I'm the American swing and bebop guy in that band. The other guitar player is more of the gypsy jazz type. But I play archtops all the time in that group, and I'm very comfortable. And I love this particular guitar. I'm very comfortable playing them. And so yeah, I don't know. I might bring a telly because of the ease of travel. That's one benefit of not having to drag this thing around. So it's very good possibility that I'll show up with my typical instrument.
Well, I look forward to hearing you again and watching you play and hanging out, Tim. We'll have a
We'll have to
blast.
play. We'll do something together. That would be fun.
I would
We
like
know
that.
we probably know a tune or two in common.
Yeah, I sent out an email. I told everybody, hey, find out who you want to play with. If you want to play with duets with people. Nobody wants to play with me.
I'll play with you, Rich.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. All righty. Well, thanks again, Tim, and we'll talk soon.
All right, you're welcome. Thanks, West. Take care, everybody. See you in March.